Hello guys, this is Mr. Merlos again. I'm greeting you all. This video is for introducing the unit number 3, but I want to start the term number 3. So the topic is writing an article. So we're going to concentrate all on effort in this piece of writing. It's a new piece of writing that has similar characteristics to the essay, but at the same time is different. We work under a different format and different characteristics. We had to think about an article as a sophisticated and well planned piece of writing. The planning that we make for writing an article is way much, right, than when we write an essay. In the essay, you only need to be clear and have the knowledge about the topic and concentrate on organizing your points, your main ideas. But in the case of the article, you have to investigate and you have to check that the information that you're using is real. So let's try to think about the purpose of the article. Remember that when we make an article, we have to gather right the information through a research process. So it means that we had to plan about what we're going to search and try to obtain this information from different sources. That's why the first step is that one, right? Gather the information. When you have all of the information, try to check where you can get it. The sources can be books, movies, reviews, interviews, documentaries, news reports, newspaper articles, magazine, etc. Try to check their information, and when you have all, select, right? You have to select that information for creating your title. It's important that the title of the article is clear and engaging, so it makes people want to read what you have done. So after that, the most important thing, the introductory paragraph. In the case of the paragraph that introduces the article, this part is the one that is crucial for making people right want to read your text. So in the way you write will depend that people want to continue reading or they just read the intro. So that's why it's necessary to work well in this part. So the body and the main ideas in this type of piece of writing will include quotes and facts. It's necessary that that is included in the body, right, in the main ideas, so as supporting details. So the closing paragraph is different in this type of article because we don't make a closing sentence that will lead the supporting details, but instead we make a whole paragraph that has one purpose. It could be right present a conclusion based on the facts presented in the body. It can uh, present a summary of the main ideas, or what is your position as writer in regard to the topic of the article. So, what do you do with an article? Normally, we use an article for reporting historical events, to criticize movies or TV series, review books or newspaper articles, explain a relevant or up to date issue, present true facts about controversial topics. So, those are possible, right, topics for an article. And the main features for the article are the ones that we have to take into account when we write it. For example, in the outlining, we make only the title, the thesis sentence or topic sentence, and the main ideas. The main ideas will depend on how long you want your article to be. So you have to take into consideration that there is a specific length that an article has. So there is no closing sentence, only a closing paragraph that does what we mentioned before. And there must be, is necessary, 100% quotes of experts, authorities, witnesses, or participants of the topics that we have mentioned. That's why it's necessary to do a research in order to write an article. So another feature is the necessary to include images to support the information presented in the paragraph. The images must have a short description, and an article consists of no less than 500 words. So that is one characteristic that the essay don't have, because an essay don't have a specific number of words, but an article, yes. Because remember that an article can be included in a magazine, in a newspaper, or other documents where they when information is presented. So the shortest has to be 500 words, and the longest 3,000 words. That's only for magazine purposes, right? So we don't expect. I don't expect that you write a 3,000, right, 3,000 words article, but at least no less than 500 words. That's the most important. No less than 500 words. So check out the steps that you have to follow for the activity of this week. So remember that we are going to work only with one part of the article this week, only with the introductory paragraph. And next week we continue with the body and the closing paragraph. So it will be necessary to divide this topic into parts so you can research your information well and you have time to do a good job, because this work is going to consist of all the laboratory number one. So it's necessary that everybody concentrates and try to perform a good job. So please try to do it as soon as possible. Okay? Thank you. We're going to have a video conference and we're going to solve all of the questions that you have. Bye bye.